everyone, Stella here, and welcome into episode 12 of the Stella Survival Series. And today we've got a whole heap of stuff to get done. The first part of this episode is going to be me doing a bit of a cleanup, because I've been a bit lazy. It has been bad. I have just been leaving this area for way too long. As you can see, a lot of it's like this behind me, and you know what? It's becoming a bit of a danger zone. So I have cleaned up a lot of behind me. I started slabbing everywhere. But as you can see, there's like a floating block above my head and all of that. So we've got to go clean all of this up. And then I've got a fair few more things to go on to today. We're going to go finish up the creeper build, and I think we're going to start ourselves a little bit of a trading haul because I've died twice in the last like 3 days and lost all of my gear. No! No! Ah! Ouch. Whee! Oh! So we are going to have to try and get ourselves re-kitted. Although we have got full-on gear again, I do want to have backup sets in case that ever happens again. It's going to. I've been blown up by ghasts multiple times. It is not fun. Can confirm. Operation Clean the Nether has been a success. I did have to fill in a lot of this, and I do kind of feel like maybe mining a little bit more of this at some stage, just to kind of finish it up, but for the majority, it is actually a lot better than what it was. There was a lot of like netherrack kind of exposed, which is then allowing for ghasts to come in and actually destroy us. So I'm really happy that we got the majority of this area kind of cleared out, at least half slabbed. So we're going to keep going on with the episode. We've got so much to do today. So it actually turns out that on stream, a lot of the people wanted to see us do a whole heap more clearing of the nether. So this is a clip of where we actually blew up a whole section. And you can see I'm failing quite badly at igniting the TNT. But we ended up clearing out a whole area. So I thought I'd add in a few clips of that. Here we go. It's raining. It's raining TNT. Oh, okay. No, my computer is actually lagging. Okay. That's interesting. That's never happened before. There you go. Look at it all go behind me. We're gonna clean up some of the lava. But otherwise, that was actually a pretty decent amount of space gone. Oh my goodness. And yet again, a few more hours later, there has been, again, a lot more destruction. I'm going to say destruction at this point along this area. We've actually taken out a lot of these blocks. I do have to come in ahead and like clean it up via these other bits, but that's okay. We can deal with that, and that's okay. But I do need to finish this area. I do want to try and get out the red forest mainly because this is going to be the most annoying area until we get the crimson forest over the other side, which again is going to be very annoying, but that is part of what we're going to be doing here. So I'm going to try and get this down completely today, but we have got a few more things to go get done because, you know, we need to do lots of things. Apparently all of my bees have been despawned. I don't know if that's still a bug in 1.18, but they are all gone. So we can start getting wax and honeycomb and everything going in. Oh, the joys of updates. Okay, so I know that these guys are supposed to only be 30 blocks from their natural hive. There's one hive there, and there's 5 bees. The math is not adding up in my head. Isn't there only supposed to be like 3 bees per hive, not, you know, 5? What is going on right now? I have no idea. I'm just waiting for the sun to go down. That's why I got a flare in my hand so that the sun goes down. I can just kind of like boop in my inventory, and then these guys should pathfind back to this hive here. The sun is setting, so I'm hoping if I just do this. Okay, so that's 2. Do I just need a... What is the AI with this? Okay, I only need 2 bees. So I'm just gonna take those 2 bees. I'm sorry, guys. You can live prosperous there. But I only needed 2 to be able to restock my beehives. Oh my goodness. On the upside, I did get 2 flowers, so we can actually pretty much get these guys started straight away. So, I don't know what happened over here. Let me quickly sleep and I'll show you guys. Bees, welcome to your brand new home. I don't even have a set of shears with me. There you go. Oh, that's a bee's head. We need the shears, not the pollinated bee's head. So I have got myself some flowers are ready to go. Here, bees. So like all of these were filled with bees. I actually had too many, so they actually started pathfinding out of this area. So like all of them just kind of disappeared, which is really odd. Hey, here we go. 2 bees. We go feed this bee and feed this bee and baby bee. All right, so that is one of our chores that we do have to do today, just so we can start breeding up this area again. I don't know if I actually have to break all of those hives, but I'm just going to leave it for now. The next thing is we have to secure this village just over here. So this is a newly generated village that we came across in the last episode. So as a bit of a, I guess a bit of a cheat for the moment, I have yet to get myself a trading hall. So this is going to become my trading hall area. I'm going to light it up. I'm going to secure this so there's no like villages or anything like that that can get out. No zombies that can get in. And we're going to try and breed up some guys. Maybe put them in a little bit of a temporary housing along here. Maybe a little bit further on where we will get some basic trades going. So this is one of the things we do have to do today because I may have died a couple of times, as I mentioned earlier, and that means we've got literally no books left. I've got hardly any mending. I've got hardly any of the other books that I actually need, like Infinity. So when we have things like our bow die, we don't have to spend hours kind of working over there. So we're going to do that. Ooh, I've also not realized that there's a blacksmith here. All right. Hi, my guy. Ooh, what do we got here? That was the most anticlimactic thing I've ever had. Been like, ooh, and there's like nothing useful in there. Oh my goodness, have I got a block? Can you, if I do this, can you just pop in here for me, my guy? You're just gonna work with this dude. Yeah, you're gonna pathfind to in there. Fantastic. Bop. All right. Well, at least those 2 villages are safe for the moment. So if we do need a breeding pair of villagers, we've now got 2. So that's excellent. But before we do that, we actually have to go over to the Oriental building that we actually did in the last episode. And we actually have to go do some of the terraforming over there. So we're going to do that quickly before we start up the rest of the episode and getting those villagers done. Part of me finishing off our Oriental build here is actually adding in some of these cherry trees. And I'm quite liking the way that this is working. So I did speak to Dame, the beautiful Dame, and I asked his opinion on this, and he said to add a little bit more movement. So I've added a few more like blocks just outside of the radius, and I think it's actually coming together quite nicely. So we do have another one kind of partially ready to go, and we've got a few other like stems, I guess you'd call them, ready to go as well. So I'm going to go ahead, fix up the rest of these, because, you know, we've got quite a few to go. And I think the next bit of like job that we're gonna have to do for this area is actually come over to this little jungle here and found ourselves a panda. I don't know if I've loaded this world, like this area, enough in to find a panda. So we are gonna have to do a bit of a scout and see what we can find. Oh, is that a panda? Wait a minute, is that a panda? I see something like a little... I don't think the cocoa bean is a panda, Stella. I mean, good try. And the chicken is also not a panda. Alright. I apparently am going to have to do some looking, because apparently every mob in this game right this second is a panda. Nether portal. Also not a panda. Also not a good chest. Squids are not pandas. Also, sheep is not a panda. Another chicken. That's still not a panda. And we're about halfway through this build of the terraforming now. So we've gone ahead. All of the cherry blossom trees are officially in. We've got a few like spaces where there's a lot of bamboo kind of clumped together, which I really like. And we've also got this waterfall coming down into the ocean. I think that's a really nice feature and kind of gives a lot of movement with the water. So I was going to add some tropical fish into that, but with the fact that it goes out to the sea, it doesn't really work very well. So we've decided to leave that for the moment. I've also added in a pond here at the front. So we've added in a bunch of tropical fish, which thankfully we're right next to a tropical biome, so that worked out really well. We're going to be making a bridge across here. So that's the next thing on the list, but I wanted to add a little detail that I've only just kind of thought of. And I wanted to add some cherry blossom trees. Now, I know that we could be using carpet, but instead I kind of wanted to do this, and I think that actually works out quite nicely. So I'm just going to add some like fallen leaves, not everywhere, but I thought the glow lichen would actually give it a bit more texture and make it a little bit more differential from just like looking like it's fallen on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead, add maybe a few more of these, just dotted around. Doesn't have to be a lot, but just wanted to give, again, that extra slight detail to the whole area, because I'm looking really to kind of really immerse anyone who would walk through here. But so far, it's not going badly. All the cherry blossom trees are in, and it's actually starting to come together quite nicely. We've lit it up too, so that's done as well. Now, I'm pretty sure this chicken has psyched me out multiple times now. Now, if I go up here a little bit, we've yet to find a panda. But I can find an ocelot and a pig. So I think we might leave the panda collecting until the next episode, because we still have a lot to do in this episode, and I'm yet to see one. I've gone through this jungle a few times. I've kind of sat my character here for a little bit, and yet any have not spawned yet. And with a brand new day, with the sun rising over the top of our Oriental creeper farm, we have almost completely finished this area. There's only a few little bits and pieces just to finish off, but we've added in a few things like some trees. We've added in this really nice wraparound bridge which comes around the outside of this area, overlooks the coral biome here. We have this cute little tropical fish pond over here, and we've also got ourselves a few little seating places. So imagine sitting here looking out over the ocean, guys. Could you imagine it? Such peaceful and tranquility. I really love this area. I can't wait to have some like sneezing pandas or maybe one of those lazy pandas. They're so cute. Now, we also did finish up over the other side too, where we added in a few different features. We've added in a bridge which is going sideways, which is, I really do like the builds that go sideways. Generally, we always build kind of like this in Minecraft. And I'm kind of wanting to maybe start trying to add a few more builds like this, where you kind of got these sideways buildings. In this case, it's a bridge. Now, we've added in a whole heap of these tropical fishy boys in there, and fixed up this area here too. As you can see, we've added in a few bunches of bamboo as well, which I do think really gives off a nice vibe into the area. And finally, I actually really enjoy this little pergola, which again, you can sit out, watch the coral reef in front of you or behind you, depending on which way you want to sit. And I really, really do enjoy this. I think this is such a cool idea. Very simplistic. Just a few logs, a few fence posts, and a couple of fences. Super easy. Doesn't take very much, but is actually quite elegant in the fact that it is so simple that it doesn't draw too much attention, which is really nice. But guys, I can't believe we got this done. But yet again, we've still got so much more to go. The next thing on our list today is to take down this creeper farm, because I've yet to do that because I've been lazy and have wanted to do it. So we're going to do that now, and that's another thing that's going to be ticked off our list of things to do today. And the last few blocks here, and we're completely got rid of our flushing mob farm to start out with. I will leave a link down in the description below for the design that I did use. It was the Nambom flushing mob farm, I believe. And this is it. But that's it. We've got no more flushing mob farm. We didn't really need it in the end. We could get everything else through other means. So we have just gone ahead and completely cleared that out. It actually looks a lot nicer now too. We do have to go clean up our beacon. I'm also considering moving our iron farm underground so we can do our spawn area. So that is another thing that we're going to have to do at some point. But that's not a today job. That's more than just a couple of hours. That's a lot of work. I am definitely not breeding bees so that I can procrastinate on cleaning up the chest monster at my base. Definitely not. And of course, after the post-building, we have the post-building shulker box monster. Or in this case, it was a shulker box monster, there's now a chest monster. So we're going to have to quickly do a quick cleanup. Boop. And a boop. And another boop. And a boop. 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 And final boop. And whilst I was cleaning out our storage room here, guys, apparently I found enough nether scrap in here to be able to completely make 10 ingots. So that's a nice little find. Guys, how did I lose enough scrap to make 10 ingots? I don't know. We now have a lot of netherite picks. Not only do we have all of our regular ones, we've got a fortune one, and we've also got our silk touch back after an incident with a ghast. That was a bit of a rough time. Losing 2 lots of netherite gear in like 24 or 48 hours was not the greatest. It sucked. It hurt quite a bit. But thankfully, we've now got all of our gear back. We have now also got a ridiculous amount of picks, so that'll make the nether dig just that little bit easier for us overall. So the other day I had some IRL things to do, and that led to me having to do quite a few short streams. So we decided, well, why not go end raiding? We haven't done that in a while. We're running out of like the shulkers. We didn't have a whole heap of gear left, you know, the usual. So we went, and now I have a shulker worth of shulker shells. We are rich, baby! This does mean that we've got a heap for the next foreseeable future, and doesn't mean we're going to have to do a shulker farm for a little while yet. We also grabbed a whole heap of stuff, like we got a whole heap of horse armor, you know, all of the usual stuff. But it was really cool. We also ended up getting a whole heap of diamonds. We did break down all of the diamonds from not only like all of our ores and stuff, so now I got over a stack of diamond blocks, which is nice too. And finally, we also got this bad boy on our searches in last night's stream. So make sure to check out the description box down below if you haven't already to head over to the Twitch streams. But we've got this beauty now to add to our collection. We've also got Pig Step up there. So we've got both of those. We're officially in the other side gang. My beautiful bees! We're all going again, guys. Minecraft stole my bees again. This is 2 times in this episode. I did update to 1.18.1 because it looks like there may have been a bug within the bugs. Okay, I've gone looking everywhere. This is the only hive that I can find in a general direction. I'm just gonna yoink this. Alright. I'm gonna yoink that one. And now I can't hear the buzzing. Hello? Bees? If I hold a flower, will you come out? I can now hear some buzzing. Okay, so we quickly just slept. And now I got one little bee here. Bee, hello. Oh, hello. And you? Would you like to have a bee baby? Okay. Okay. So apparently we're gonna go through and rebreed all of these bees again. So this is gonna be a bit of a long day. Hey, look at you. Look at the little cute little bees. They are so cute. Oh, I see. I hear another one. Would you and you like like to have a little baby? Oh, perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna have to stand here for a little bit, breed all these bees up again, because apparently they've decided to just disappear again. I've gone ahead and added a temporary wall around this village, you know, just to keep these guys safe. But I'm going to go ahead and start actually getting some of the book trades that we need for the future. So we're going to go do that. I'm going to do this off camera. You guys have all seen this before. Trade. And I'll bring you guys back in a little while. We have got some of these guys going. We've now got a flame guy, I believe this guy is. We have Fortune 3. We also have an Infinity guy and I believe Aqua Affinity as well as Sharpness. Because I'm going to get some Sharpness books for spaces in the end. So we've got some end stuff as well as just like a secondary sword. But guys, with that, I think we're going to wrap up today's episode. We have done a huge amount. I know that this is not very exciting, but you know what? It's not too bad. We will create a full-on town for these guys at some stage in the future. But right now, it is not something that we really need to do. We've got so many things to get going on with that, yeah, we'll get these guys into a proper town at some stage. But with that, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching till the very end of this video. If you really enjoyed this episode, I'd really like if you guys hit the like button and maybe left a comment down below. Today, we're going to go for Infinity. If you guys hit that, I know that you've gone to the very end of this video. And if you really enjoyed this episode, then I'd really like you guys to hit the subscribe button, because not only this, but a few more episodes in this world, as well as maybe a brand new series coming out on the channel in the next few weeks. And I'd really like to see you guys in that one too. But with that, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.